everyone, Fireball here, and welcome to the last episode of GHAARAK. So, if you remember from last episode, the siege of GHAARAK begun, and our friend here, Marcus Albert, saved Adri from execution by by axe, by decapitation, basically. Now, we are going to, hopefully this will be the last episode, which, there's not much to it. This last part, we do have to regain control of the control stone, which I know how to do. So we'll go to Captain Endergrill. We'll get him to just charge in. No, actually the golem's right there, so maybe we can actually just... There should be a secret passage. Right here. Really? Is that search skill not good enough? What's the point of my search skill? How do I... Well, never mind then. Looks like we're going for a full assault on the... Usually, there's a passageway in there that'll allow you to sneak by, and into the actual place, in the actual grand hall, but I guess not this time. And the search skill has to be pretty high. Yeah, we're also not out. Waiting to happen in your own hole. My men and I will do what we can to assist you. Come, my soldiers, we go to fight the enemies. Alright, so they'll go fight the enemy. We'll join him. Unfortunately, Endergrill's battle may be the last one because he is already injured. But we won't be able to take on these bad guys up. Thank God the golems are down though, because that makes things a lot more easier. All I have to do is worry about defending warriors. I like having shovels for. So here's what I'll do. Battles. The thing with Neverwinter is that when battles are this big, they tend to slow down the game, even on PC. Battles big enough. Usually the problem though is that environment shares have a habit of slowing down my phone the most. So yes, so I might just keep environment shares off for now. So where we have to do this now? Okay, it's not cover a leg. Okay, what? Nope, sorry, so that's back again. Followers. So I think those things for the one so we can take this down. Fortunately, we need Marcus to take this down because we're not strong enough. We've got good roll skills, but we're not strong enough. Marcus got improved power attack, which is how that greatly. What Marcus like there? Sorry, there's no copy there. And there's our nine. Oh, that's most of the soldiers gone actually. Nigel dead. The thing with soldiers they says is Captain Nigel fought the invaders as best he could. But in the end the enemy proved too much. I fear GHAARAK may be lost man waiting. Okay, so that's what the guide said when a Nagrill dies. So now we'll make our way into the safe quickly, because otherwise we're gonna have to go through all that again. Yes, I've actually managed to reach Defender Town, which is actually Act 2 of the Alien Saga. I will do a full playthrough of the Alien Saga eventually, but I just want to play through myself first. And my choice is probably, maybe, I don't know whether I want to do the core campaign or the Alien Saga first. I do like the Alien Saga a bit more than the core campaign. The core campaign just doesn't have, well, the Neverwinter Knight's vanilla weapon appearance and armor appearance is just bland, whereas the ones in Alien Saga are just better overall. And the thing is that your character in Alien Saga will reach about to near level 40, where in Neverwinter Night, so reach to about like when you complete it. Alien Saga, when you finish Alien Saga, your character's near level 40, whereas when you finish Neverwinter Nights, your character's only about level 27. Let's read this letter quickly. Alright. Administrator Karis, it has come to my attention that your child will soon participate in the final test to graduate in the Imperial Academy. I know you must be quite proud to see your offspring reach such a prestigious achievement, and we have its entire extend our blessings to your family. I'd like to take this chance to ask what future you foresee for your child. I know you and I have often discussed the possibility of further training amongst the ranks of the Shadow Guard, and I was curious as to whether you have given this proposal any further thought. I've consulted Emperor Raka regarding this matter, and he feels such a path would be most beneficial to all involved. The decision lies with you, of course, but please do give this matter some thought. On other matters, I will be visiting your city GHAARAK soon, and I'm quite interested in investigating this gem your men recently uncovered. Your recent letters have suggested that you are frightened of its power, and rightfully so. If this thing is truly a relic of the Golden Age, its might is surely greater than we mortals of this age could fathom. As you know, Emperor Raka has taken on great interest in any ancient relics of late, and he wishes to discover more of your finding. Please, prepare a full report for my coming, and we will discuss this matter further in person. Your friend, Overlord Varkas, High Commander of Zantar. Alright. So we'll make our way. So basically, yeah. It was considered before we started this that Adri goes for training in the Shadow Guard. Unfortunately, this is the only... I don't think they actually ever finished, if they even had any plans of finishing this module. But there is currently, at least not that I can find on the Vault, of any actual continuations for this. Actual module, which is a real disappointment. This would have made a really good campaign series. I don't know, maybe sometime in the future someone will make a continuation of Shadow Guard and we'll see what happens. But there's once you reach, there's also you can also reach the Imperial Treasury once you finish this part of the map. Once you finish this part of the module. You can get some in the Imperial Treasury. There are trap chests, but they have some pretty good equipment. But I think they got some really good leather armor as well, which I will be equipping on Adri here. But the only way you can really get it is if you're rogue. It's hard to get it otherwise. Because the traps, I don't think they can be bashed open. But on top of that, they're trapped, so they're trapped by deadly traps, and you can't exactly, as soon as you die in Shadow Guard, you have to either load a save. There's no respawn option. And yeah, the other thing is that you need to get past the traps in order to get the treasure, well, the equipment. This man, one of the two men you saw speaking to your father shortly before his death, appears to be trapped within a strange globe of energy, emitted by the control stone. His eyes slowly move towards yours. Suddenly the present man speaks. Marcus, is that you? I can scarcely see a thing through this magical shield. Yes, Harkin, I am here, along with Adri to win. I managed to save her, but I fear it's too late to save Karis. The man's eyes grow wide as he turns his gaze to you. Adri to win, you're alive. I heard what happened to your father, and I suppose I assume you will get the same fate. I'm fine, and my father was not so lucky. You see a rather strange expression pass over the man's face, one which almost resembles relief. That is sad news, lad, but there is no time to grieve for the dead at the moment. I am Harkin, a high sorcerer of the Sharkan Empire. I was here on guard tracking the movements of the foul being known as the Crimson Prophet. A smouldering anger seems to light in the eyes, but the Prophet has bested me. He used a magic control stone to trap me within his cage. Crimson Prophet is here? Yeah. He has sealed himself, that's the Imperial Treasury. He has sealed himself away in the Imperial Treasury. From what I've gathered, your father found an ancient relic, one that may prove extremely dangerous in the wrong hands. I must be free of this cage and stop the Prophet's plan. You must help me escape before the Prophet recovers the relic from the Imperial Treasury. What is this relic anyway? Your father was a fool not to come to us sooner. A mistake I imagine he would sorely regret, but he still alive, that is. Now this gem may fall into the hands of the Crimson Prophet to be used in all manner of atrocities. Your father and I have been acquaintances for a long time, and the prior step related to me of the gem I found, but you seem unwilling to speak of it in great length. Your father did not seem himself for recovering this gem, and again, begun to suspect he may have taken some sort of influence of it. I fear now that my suspicions will prove true. Free this, yes, alright, how do you know this? Oh, Jesus. Mercy, no, okay. So, alright. Well, he's obviously a sorcerer of the Shotgun Empire, so it's not that we have to trust him anyway. Okay, how do I free you? You need to somehow stop the sorcerer at the sorcery. I could easily master its power if I were free, but my current situation competence matters. Seems you have to deal with the Stone Avery. From what I know of it, the Control Stone is operated by a rather simple conjuration phrase, which causes powerful. However, to utilize its magic, you also need to bypass its rules of protection. However, I know neither the conjuration words nor the method of deactivating its defenses. Perhaps you would have a look around the Grand Hall and see what you can find. Or you can simply try and crush the pedestals operating stone. Doing so may disrupt the sorcery in place, though, so be wary. Be clear about Adri, I must be free of the sorcerer's power before Prince Front emerges from the treasury. Let's see what I can do. Now get to it, and do not waste any further time wagging your tongue at me. So he's an elven, he's a full-blooded elven like Adri. The only problem is he's not your typical elven, he's more of a cranky, he's a grumpy elven. He's a grumpy elf. He's like he's probably seen quite a few years in his time. And when I mean, probably over 500 by now. Judging by how long the elves live. These are sorcerers, so they're level 1 sorcerers, I think. So these guys have little to their power. So you got the ledger. There's not much. Alright, the controls. Sorry, I'm just waking up. The control stone is a device like any other ever created here in GHAARAK. Its tremendous power has been utilized for many extraordinary purposes. The greatness of these achievements is certainly the impervious shield we can summon over the district gates in the unlikely event we ever come under attack. In addition, the stone has been used extensively for the purpose of animating magical constructs to aid in menial tasks of labour, allowing our Imperial citizens ample time to pursue more fitting pursuits. Activation of the control stone is quite simple. The simple arcane phrase Milak Novak is all that is needed to summon forth the stone's power. Though of course we have placed runes of warding to prevent any improper use. High Sorcerer Zarum has been placed in charge of the control stone's usage. So should you need to utilize his abilities, please speak with him. Only he can give you the proper rune combination to pass through its protection. Command the power of the stone. Beware of tampering with the stone in any unlawful fashion. The sorcerers within are quite potent, and inflation could prove quite destructive and dangerous. Right. So basically, do not attack the actual. Well, do not attack the pedestals is what they're called. I think they're called. Yeah. Right. And to get past the actual defenses, poor old Zarum here has been killed. We never actually talked to him. I meant to talk to him, but I never actually meant to. But I never meant to. But I never did. My bad. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, so that's a pretty good spell for him. Obviously, none that we can use. Zarum's Ledger. Let's see. This ledger, written in fine strokes by a precise hand, has the marker set towards the back of its pages. You turn to the page where an entry reads, I found myself thinking a great deal of my mother in the last few days. I believe that a little harmless girl I saw in the market district the other day brought this particular case of nostalgia upon me. She was sitting beside one of the merchant stands, reciting an old poem my mother used to tease my sister with. The boy to my right has 9 cakes. The one to my left has only 1. I'm so hungry I got the shakes. My boys don't share, and I have none. A silly little thing really, but it used to make me smile when I was a lad. Come to think of it, this little poem gives me an idea for arranging the warning stones on the control stone. Maybe now I won't forget the combination so often. I believe I do that right now. Captain Nigel is going those visiting forces from the south in Nezerot, so I need to be quick about it. The last entry in Ledger for it seems I've never had the opportunity to write more. So, the part where, obviously I don't have a mouse, so I can't exactly show you where it is, but pretty sure you know where it is. So the poem in the middle, where it says the boy to the right has 9 cakes, is the puzzle. So it's got right 9, left 1, and then middle none. I'll show you what I mean. Alright. Before you light the control stone, a guard. Magical energy crackling over its smooth surface. Place your hands on the stone. As you lay your hands on the control stone, you feel a massive power coursing through your arms. The control stone sits silently upon the altar, waiting some sort of prompting from you. Alright, so we can do that. So yeah, we can do law, which is pretty good because we do have a bit more, I think. Yeah, we've got 5 points more, which if you got a high enough law, you don't have to go to the book, you can just go law. Basically, success. You recently recall a time during one of your lessons when High Sorcerer Zarin showed you and your fellow students how the control stone was operated. By uttering the simple arcane phrase, Malak Novak, you should be able to gain access to runes of protection which guard access to the control stone. Each of these runes is part of a complex arrangement of focal points for the magical energies coursing through the control stone. Only the proper arrangement of these runes can gain mastery over the stone. Each ring is placed in 9 positions, and only the correct arrangement of these runes will attune the control stone to your mind. Once you arrange the runes on you as you like, you can place your hands on the stone and set to force your will upon it. The runes have been arranged in correct order. Though the control stone sequence will be set in place, sending a message shot through your body. Alright, so speak the words Malak Novak. As you utter the arcane phase, 3 runes slowly appear on the surface of the stone, each with 9 points surrounding it. The stone rests idly upon its altar awaiting action from you. So place your hand on the left rune, move it into position 1. So basically, it's just middle position, position 0. We want the right one. We want to put that in position 9. And then focus your will, which if the stone comes into action, you feel your mind connecting with the powerful source of spirit. So, there are 2 commands. Exert your will upon the stone to lower the seals of the must gate and then sorcerer in this chamber. We'll just save quickly because I don't want to. Okay. And then the next one is command the stone to deactivate all of the Imperial constructs. The Imperial constructs are obviously the Iron Golems, which are already deactivated, so we'll go with the first one. Stone erupts into bright white light. Gates the Mic District should now be open. Prince of Prophet himself comes. You find yourself under a move as the Prince of Prophet draws near to you. His strange eyes looking short. So, you know the control stone shield. Quite clever of you, lad. But it matters not. I retrieve what I've come for. The Prophet holds forth a black jewel, red flames dancing along its smooth surface. Harkon slowly turns his head towards Prince Prophet, struggling as the sorcery is holding him in place. You shall not take that gem, Prophet, by Raka's name, I swear it. Raka holds no the Crimson Prophet sneers. Raka holds no power over me, petty sorcerer. No, I believe there is little you can do to stop this. Be sure you bother me no further. I believe I shall leave you to my followers. The Prophet motions for his followers to enter the chamber. Finish them, followers of the Crimson Path. Show these fools what fate lies in store of those who stand in the way of the Crimson Prophet. Crimson Prophet waves his hand in a wide arc, causing the doors of the control stone chamber to slam shut and seal behind them. The best way to defeat these guys in order to get out of here. The sorcerer can't die, so it's not like he'll. Although now most of the. Oh shit! I just realized I'm not looking at my health. Nice one. Take care of the You want their attention mainly diverted. They can't die. Like beings can't die. So they don't die. They just keep healing until they can. Well, yeah. Until they can fight again. Or until they can actually fight unless they do. Well, they say heal until they Finish the healing potions. Alright, we're level 5 now. Cool.
I need healing. Tend to my wounds.
Alright. So now we can actually level up. I'm going to do another recommended because next time I will be going. Now, before we head out, we've actually got access to the Imperial Treasury. There are some good weapons in here and armor that I want to get before we even think about going next door. So this is where the gem was once held. Also, we don't exactly get a way to look at it because, well, it's not really. It doesn't really apply to Adria as much. I think this is where the armor is. Yeah, unlock it as well. I'll go to yeah, so that's the I forgot how you get an axe, don't you? One of these has got no, I don't want to try the trap. Got some pretty good equipment in here. That's why I'm mainly getting these traps now, these just now, because the Imperial Treasury would naturally have good multiple items in it. Yeah, there it is. Chain stone leather armor, a slasher, and chain longsword, and chain mage robes if you're a mage, but we're not a mage, so I could actually multi-class probably into a bard or something. No. Well, that was close call. I could always try multi-classing into a wizard or probably multi-classing sorcerer because I don't have to worry about preparing spells. Sometimes it's just good to play a wizard because you're playing a scissors.
I can carry no more.
I know I don't really have for the stars, we probably don't even need this one for anymore. Get rid of this one. Where is it? Where's the other info? There it is. Double middle. We don't have many, we've only got, we don't have bolts. I'll have to keep longbow for a while longer. We'll get rid of, get rid of the recipe. No, actually, we'll get rid of this.
Enough! I can carry no more.
Get rid of this. Alright. Next time we play as Adri, we'll actually, sell some crap. Provided the next module we play with her actually has a shop, or a merchant, sorry. Which hopefully will. Or depends, we'll see. Alright, so we exit out here, we can exit through the big place. Which time is it? Yeah, if it goes over half an hour, we'll end this module because there's literally not much left to it. A few battles and yeah. Basically ends up, we'll actually have access to the docks now once we get to the market district. Marquis, I think will tell us how he's going to re-group with his comrades. Well done, AD. It looks like the show guys gathered. I must speak to them immediately. Okay, so basically, we now know who the rest of the Shadow Guard is. It's people we've already seen before, and I'm pretty sure if you haven't gathered by now, and I don't know I don't know if your eyes have been closed the entire playthrough or if you just haven't been paying attention. That's these ones. You come upon Marquis Salbro, speaking fervently with a beautiful young elven woman, GHAARAK. Kara, what news do you have of the market district? How is it fared in this battle? Not well, I'm afraid. All of GHAARAK seems poised to fall to the prison prophet's followers. Marquis, we must get to the voyage quickly. The docks have not been overrun yet. But it's only a matter of time. Well, the Crimson Prophet, has he been sighted in the market yet? Yes, the Prophet appeared a short time ago, making his way towards the docks. I believe he is attempting to make his escape from Dar. Marquis, we do not have time to carry here. I need Shadow Guard's aid to stop the Crimson Prophet before it's too late. He must not escape the city with the jewel he took from the treasury. Adri, it is good that you have come. GHAARAK is in grave danger. Most of the city lies in ruins, and few still remain alive to defend the walls. On all sides, GHAARAK is beset by enemies. The Crimson followers from within, and Bavarian hordes from without. I fear GHAARAK is doomed, Adrian. Is there nothing we can do to help? I'm afraid not. But we may yet to strike back at another time of our choosing. Adrian, my companions and I can help you escape GHAARAK before force, and we may be your only survivor. As of yet, the docks have not fallen to the enemy. We have a ship there, the Voyager, which can take us to safety. I would like for you to come to the docks, Adrian. We must hurry. The Crimson Prop is still loose, and the docks will not remain safe for now. We have to reach the Voyager before GHAARAK falls. Why do you have such an interest in my safety? Your father was a friend and mentor to my companions as well as myself. We would like for you to come with us, for we intend to have revenge against those who took Icarus' life. Yep, we'll go with you on the ship. You will be safe from the Voyager, Adrian. Spare one of my companions to escort you to our ship, but the others are only if we are to stop the Crimson Prophet. Please speak with each companions to choose which you would like to have an escort. Once you have done so, we'll make our way to the docks. Tell me about your companions. Yeah. Basically, we have to speak to this. Now, we have the choice between Lion, Silverblade, which is this guy here, Cara the North, which is the other thing, and then Taran Light Fingers, who was the halfling rogue who had the gambling problem. We'll go with Taran Light Fingers because he's more of a charismatic character. This little halfling gives you an impish smile as you draw near. You love me, you're right against Nightcrawlers, man. Now, oh man, I can't remember his voice. I'll just do this voice. Now let me give you mine. I have all manner of useful roguish skills, over which I'm willing to put at your disposal, Adrian. You're with the Shadow God, Tom? Aye, at least for the time being. You see, these fine chaps are helping me pay off some of my old gambling debts. They're fairly nice folk as well, once you get used to them. Now, would you care for me to lend me roguish talents to you making our way to the docks and perhaps getting out of this dreadful place? Sounds just like what I need. Let's go. Lead the way, Adrian. You can count on Taran Light Fingers to keep you out of trouble. We can, actually. Let's go to the Crimson Prophet. Adrian, I wish you luck, and may rock keep you safe. Marcus motions towards his companions who quickly depart through the gate. We'll depart through the gate in a second. Once they've all departed. So they'll depart. We'll make our way through. The market district is basically overrun. Oh, I just realized. So we have to take care of these guys first, because they're going to take them right now. So these weapons are great. These weapons are good. Finger Rogue is awesome. When I play fully as a rogue in the core campaign, I think I'm really committed to a rogue character, because I just prefer mage and range characters. Rogues can be made, like they're not good to have in melee combat, but I mean, unless you're focusing on a sneak attack ability, but that's more of an assassin type ability. Alright, so we're gonna go to the stairs. Before you dismayed, a great ball of fire erupts along the bridge, leading to docks, destroying all gate immediately and scattering debris along the path. You're throwing Imperial Officer Ganoa and roughly to the ground. Imperial. Imperial Officer Ganoa gazes up at you as you approach, his face bloodied and broken. Madam, Agent, is that you? Yes, Officer Ganoa, it is I. Ganoa smiles with you. It is good to see you alive, Adrian. Word reached me of your father's death, and I had little hope that you would survive. I tried to keep the gates open to keep the docks open, Adrian, but it seems the enemy is firing best in you. Adrian, you must get to the docks quickly. Enemy ships have been sighted on the horizon, but there isn't much time. There isn't much time to make an escape, so you must hurry. I'm not long for this world, Adrian, but I will help you if I can. I think the docks is destroyed. Ganoa gazes quickly towards Rock's bridge. You might be able to clear a path through that debris, Adrian, but be wary of the enemy, for they are many. I'll keep that in mind. Is there any other way to the docks? You could try to find a boat here on the riverbank, but most have already been taken by the others, so I do not know if you will find one available. I have heard that Mikhail Ravenclaw, scoundrel that he is, once had a passage to the docks erected below his lair. But the Ravenclaw cabin was destroyed early in the battle, so I don't know how much of his lair remains. Keep that in mind. So nothing that will save GHAARAK. But look around you, Adrian. This city is doomed. We cannot fight so many. We are too weak now. Escape to dock while there is still time. If the enemy takes the docks, there will be no way out of this death trap. Alright. We'll leave Officer Ganal to his mate. Farewell, Officer Ganal. May the gods keep you. Godspeed to you, Lieutenant Major. May Raka keep you in his hands. It seems Officer Ganal but say more, but suddenly his eyes rolled upwards into his head and his breathing grows still. It seems like you now find your own way to docks on your own. Alright, so we can go through, we can clear a path through debris. These soldiers will say, Ganal's us gets to the docks. We will try it, Mandarin. We are afraid there's little we can do to aid you now. You must find a way to the docks on your own. So we'll go through Mikhail Ravenclaw's tavern, because I think he's actually still alive down there. Believe it or not, he actually has taken shelter in this. And there is actually a way to the docks district beneath his lair, which we can take, which is where these rocks are. The reason we needed that hook is because we got to descend into it. Tie for up with Billy and Rebel, and we'll go down. So I think Mikhail Ravenclaw is actually still. Yeah. I think no. Yeah, no, he's oh, I just. Yeah. Never mind. So I think Mikhail will be in here. No, he's not in here. Oh, I could have sworn he would have. Oh, I could have sworn. I thought there was a. Oh, maybe I. Maybe not. Did we kill him? No. Oh, we did kill him. I forgot that we did kill him. That's why. I forgot. If you didn't kill him, there would be dialogue. Oh, you helped him. Oh, I completely forgot about that. Sorry about that. I completely forgot about that. So yeah, not much happened here, and then a cutscene will happen once we get down here. And get some, so I'll just save here, because sometimes cutscene has a habit of breaking. Stopping. You come upon Marcus Alvarez, and his pain is apparently having cornered Prince property within the docks. Your days are finished, Prophet. You shall never leave GHAARAK with that jewel. Harkin begins gesturing his hands in preparation for a spell. As Harkin releases his sorcery upon the Crimson Prophet, a strange magical spear arises around the red-robed figure, stopping the spell from reaching. Did you truly think that I, the Crimson Prophet, would fall to such a pitiful display of power, fool? No, it is you who shall fall this night. The Crimson Prophet utters a single word, unleashing a powerful magic blast which sends Harkin roaring to the ground. To me, Shadow God, the Crimson Prophet must not be allowed to escape. The Crimson Prophet looks upon his oncoming attackers with disinterest. I grow tired of you meddling in my affairs, fools. As the Crimson Prophet raises his hands in the air, calling forth a vile cloud which covers the docks and sends everyone nearby to the ground, rolling in nausea. Now, I believe I shall be on my way, but before I do, I shall leave you some companions to keep you preoccupied while I make my escape. Destroy these fools while I escape to my ship. Let the Sharkan Empire, carry forward. So basically, he's some of the Umber Hulk and a bunch of demons, 7 demons. We don't have any. These the Umber Hulk won't be a problem because the others are strong enough to handle it. We're not exactly strong enough to handle it, but they'll be able to handle it quite well. We'll just focus on the other demons. There we go. Marcus Harris inside, appearing parts of the will be Harkin, are you right? Sorcerer shakes his head roughly. The Crimson Prophet, where is he, Marcus? We must not let him escape with that jewel. Marcus turns towards the western banks of the docks, pointing in the direction of a fleeing ship. The Prophet is gone, Harkin. We could not stop him in time. Harkin swears loudly. Fuck! Get the Shadow Guard to the Voyager. Marcus, we have to set off the Prophet immediately. Harkin, there is no way to stop the Prophet now. The ship flies with an unnatural wind behind it, giving it a speed we can never match in the Voyager. Harkin sees angry but seems wrong. So be it then, we shall simply have to track him down later and recover it. Track him down and recover later. Come, let us move away from this cursed city. Harkin looks to you and you feel contempt in his glance. Bring the child of Karis, I suppose. Volcus will speak to her upon our arrival to Zentara. Of course, Harkin. Marcus turns towards you. Adria, it seems there is little hope remaining for God. You must come to our ship. You must contact me later. We will come and speak further once we reach the ship. Come, now. You must get the voyage. Come over, you must hurry. Right, and once we do that, that is the end of the module. Hang on. What I'll do quickly, just heal. Do a quick save and I'll save the character because I don't think this module actually exports the character. But before we enter the bowels of the ship, the bowels of the beast, quick save the character, and then we make our way into the door. Return to the back garret one last time before descending into the ship bowels. I wonder, if I turn Shadow down, if I turn up the graphics a little bit, I might turn up graphics a little bit in the next playthrough. Because the water graphics I love in this game, but you can hardly see them, that's the problem. But that is the end of Shadow Guard, and thus I'm just going to make sure my character's safe, and thus the end of the Shadow Guard playlist. And thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And in the next video, we shall do Witch's Wake. But I'm thinking I hardly ever play a half-orc character. I mostly play elven characters, but I play the other races sometimes, but I hardly ever play a half-orc character. What I'm thinking is that we play like a dumb, like I'm talking a really dumb half-orc barbarian or something. We'll see what happens. Like, he'll be good, he'll be a good character, but he's not exactly the smartest one. So we'll do that in the next episode. We'll do Witch's Wake and we'll do that in the next episode. Although in some of these modules, they can talk properly, so we'll have to improvise with the talking. Alright. So without further ado, if you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe, and this video will be up soon. I will be possibly recording this, well, this is actually recording the next Witch's Wake video, the next campaign series, well, the next playlist, while this is actually editing, or, sorry, converting into a form that I'm able to upload on YouTube. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!